The Downtown Business Improvement District Board meeting for October 1st. We've got enough for a quorum, correct? So we're good? Okay, so if we could just go through the approval of minutes from last month's meeting, if we could have, if there's any motion at all?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Carissa, if we go on to the financial report?
Yep. So this was updated as of September 15th. The newest thing that I guess would stand out is the $17,000 for the EV charging stations. That's kind of reflecting the revenue that is now that they're active, and we received a grant.
Anybody have any questions on that? Comments? I have yet to see anyone on the EV chargers, but I would like to. I mean, I just want to see what it looks like. You know, I have a hybrid, so I think maybe I'll just go down and check it out. You see how it works.
I've seen 2 people charging downtown.
You have?
Recently. Yeah, a motorcycle and another.
That's cool.
Motion to approve the financial report.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Scott, good morning. If Scott from Scott's Landscaping could come up and give us a landscaping review on the downtown, that would be great.
Good morning. I'm Scott Gross, Scott's Landscape. I've been watering downtown all summer. Do you have any questions or particular questions?
I do. First of all, because all the stuff is brand new, did you find that, like, perhaps if you planted something was planted in a particular area, from watering it, could it possibly have done better in another location? Like, do you feel like all the plants were planted in the right spots? Because that's not easy to know until you do it.
That's hard to say. I tell people there's different microclimates all over downtown. And I can show you some places maybe where the sun at 3 o'clock in the afternoon is reflecting off of the Baird building, off of the windows, and it's baking some of the flowers, some of the pots, and I don't think there's much you're going to do about that. Some of the, like 6th Avenue, the wind comes down, howling down on a northwest wind and dries everything out. There are different areas stay moist longer, different areas dry out faster. So it's, you have what you have, and the pots were probably located where the city or the people that purchased the pots wanted them. I guess you're limited to where they can be placed. So
I'm not worried so much about the size of those, but the plants within them. Like, if we felt that maybe one particular type of plant that we planted would do better in more of a shade area versus.
Yeah, that should just be reassessed this winter, I think. And
okay.
I mean, take a look at them this fall. You people have probably seen them all summer long and see what they look like, and it's a matter of maybe reassessing a certain species of plant and taking it out and sticking something else in that'll do better in the heat and stress and in that environment.
So originally when we asked you to come at the beginning of summer, we talked about, a possibility of what this might run us. And I believe that it's exceeded that by quite a bit. Is that correct? No?
I don't believe so, no.
Because originally we were looking at 50,000.
No, I don't believe we're there yet.
Oh. I thought that the numbers for watering was quite a bit higher.
We used the 30,000, but we
there's weeds. I spray weeds downtown, and I think that's 5,000 a year. I've been doing that for quite a few years. And then there was the pots were included in that too, the watering of the flower baskets, and that's over now. Okay. I think on September 3rd, Carissa called me or texted me and said to stop doing that. So. No, I think you're under the 50,000.
Well, that's positive news.
So when are you going to be cutting off watering for the year?
I guess whenever someone tells me, I still think they need to be watered, especially with the warm weather we've had, and now it's going to cool down, but they're not taking as much water anymore like they were in June, July, and August.
Okay.
So, but
What's your recommendation?
I guess keep doing it for another week or two, at least like we are, and then maybe cut back mid-October. I guess I've never done this before, so I'm not an expert with raised pots, and I guess if the city wants to interject, or I don't know.
Okay.
I still think they need water, though. Probably a good watering before freeze up too, probably, is what I would recommend, just so that they have some water there if it gets warm in the winter and they want to start growing again. They've got a little bit of moisture there, and maybe we'll get enough moisture in December. Who knows with the weather we've had.
Well, thank you.
So, sure.
You feel pretty good that all those plants will survive over the winter? They're good.
I
Thoughts?
have no idea.
No idea?
I've
Okay.
never done, I don't like raised pots.
Okay.
All my plants go in the ground.
Okay.
So, I don't know. This is new to me.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your insight. Anybody else have any questions, comments for Scott? Thanks for doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Okay, Chris, if we could have an update on the chairs and tables for Old Settlers Park?
Sure. So I met with Larry, Mike Jens, John Fellows, and we discussed the options, I guess, for tables and chairs downtown. We will be meeting with a potential vendor to review options. We want to make sure, like we discussed last time, that they're not too heavy so that people can move them easily if they have an event, but at the same time be heavy enough that you can't walk away with them.
Okay, thank you. Jess, the EV charging stations.
Sure. Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Chris asked me to talk about the EV stations. As you see, they're now there and functional. It took us a little bit longer than planned for them to become fully operational. The credit card processor had a little kink that we had to work through. And we also have additional new cables that are going to be coming, so they'll reach even farther for longer vehicles. But we are seeing usage. We have an online dashboard that shows who's using what chargers. We can manage the dashboard from anywhere. So if a charger goes down for some reason, we see that. If we need to do something, we can. We also have the 4 stations out here at Vine Street, which are separate in terms of like how the payment comes through. So you will see on your financial report there is a deposit of money now showing in the revenues. You may see some additional revenue coming through for the charging itself. It's going to be really nominal because it's really kind of breaking even with the cost of people to charge and the cost of the electricity itself, but that will go into the bid's budget and sort of be self-funded in that way. The bid purchased the ones downtown as part of the downtown Main Street reconstruction project, and the downtown bid transportation group was supportive of that at the time, and yeah, so we're excited to offer them. We haven't promoted them heavily yet. We kind of wanted to give them like a sort of a soft period of time to make sure everything was working fine, but now we'll get them listed on all of the websites that list EV station options, and they aren't there yet, so now we will do that. So, yeah.
What percentage do we actually get from that?
That's a great question. I don't know the exact number. It's a very small percent, so I can provide it to you.
Just wondering.
It would be a pretty nominal amount of money, but as the more they're used, the more you'll see.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anybody have any other questions on the chargers? Thanks, Jess. Quiet group this morning. Okay. We would go into the bid strategic plan committee. Larry is not here. Carissa, are you going to be reporting on that?
I can, but we missed over the tree lighting ceremony.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, look at that. Tree lighting ceremony next month already. The tree lighting, the schedule is for November
7th.
Okay.
So this is the tentative game plan as of now. So very similar to last year. We plan to kind of keep it the same. It just has to be 100% organized and put together.
You're still working on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Just waiting on a few final confirmations.
Okay. What time is it going to start, do you think?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yep, I do have the agenda plan in the packet.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm sure all of you will be in attendance.
Why wouldn't we?
Of course. It's a big deal. I'll never forget was it last year or the year before when it was so warm out that there were just a gazillion people down there. It was awesome. All right, then you'll send out the final agenda to everybody once it's
Yes.
done. Thank you, Carissa. Okay, now we'll go on to the reports. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
The Bid Strategic Plan Committee. Are you reporting on that, Carissa, at all for Larry?
I can. So we met, and pretty much the game plan is to work on creating or crafting a survey that we can send out to the bid district to gain some feedback of main projects that maybe we should work on in years to come.
Correct. The committee had come up with a few of our own ideas, but we didn't want to kind of give them up to the community. We wanted the feedback from the community before we decided. And we thought we would pick the top 5 or 10 and try to really feel how realistic those would be to actually get done and completed. So it was a good start. It's a good committee and it's moving in the right direction. So that's good. All right. Then the Bid Facade Grant Committee, Mark, if you want to report on that.
Sure, we had awarded a facade grant this year to Mike Hussar's building, and that has been declined. He's going to apply later. So the money is rolling back into the facade grant. And then Sal's Pizzeria completed their building. If you haven't been by the back of the building, I highly recommend it. It looks great. You did an outstanding job with that.
I did put pictures too in the packet if anyone wanted to see the before and after.
Yeah, but it looks great. It's a real improvement down there.
Yeah, it does look really nice. I think we had talked about possibly putting some sort of amendment onto the facade grants that if you're not able to utilize it within the time frame, then either don't submit it or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's got to be because now the money's just rolling back in and there were some projects that we could have done, something with for someone, some
stuff,
smaller ones. Yeah. All right, so that'll be probably for the next Facade Grant Committee meeting. We can go over that and finalize that. Okay, any agenda items for next meeting?
Just a clarification on location.
Pardon?
It's here, but it's not the regular Tuesday, right?
Yeah, because of the election. Where is it going to be? Is it in
Tuesday after the election,
the 11th?
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Mayor.
Thank you, Chair. Just want to let the bid know that want to thank Wesley Feast for his service to the bid. He had a change in schedule with his wife going back to work and can no longer be a member. So he stepped aside, and I've appointed Christy LaFontant, who's commonly known as Christy Mack, to the bid. I don't know where she is this morning, but just wanted to let the board know that she's a new member of the bid board.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Okay. But I guess before we finalize things, were there any comments at all from the community? Anybody wish to say anything, comment?
One quick thing, sorry.
Yeah.
So the next meeting is in conference room 302. So that is upstairs.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Anyone? Nope. Okay. All right then. Did we agree there are or are not any agenda items for next meeting?
We didn't come up with any new ones.
Okay. Then I would, if someone would like to make a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Have a great day.